Well, guys, and welcome back to segment number 2 of an Omaha Hi-lo cash game. If you're just joining us, my name is Bruce, and I'm also known as the River Suckout on YouTube. And today we are playing a little Omaha Hi-lo, and like I said in my first video, this is my favorite game. And it's pot limit, so it's a little different than no limit. And if you guys want to check out part 1, go to my channel, and I'm trying to make 4 parts to this video. So we're going to pick up right here. I'm going to show you guys the hands that I do play. And here we're in the big blind with not a very good hand, but we're probably going to be able to see it for free or cheap, so we'll see. Okay, so I flopped one pair of jacks with a straight draw. If a queen comes, I will make this straight. Not a very strong hand. We're three-handed, so anything could happen, but 2 pair jacks and 10s. I'm probably be with an ace here. Now a 10 just beats me. I would really need to hit a queen, maybe a jack, but who knows. Just going to lay it down. Okay, we're in the small blind with an interesting hand. We have a double suited connector hand. So we have 4-5 suited and king-queen suited. So lots of possibilities here. Not the greatest of low hands, but at least we do have a low hand. So here we flopped a flush draw with our spades. We flopped 2 pair for the high with queens and 5s. So decent hand, but it's not extremely great because there's 5 people in this hand, and if I make a flush, I doubt that it's going to be good because there's 16 other cards that I'm up against, and the chances that they have the flush as well are good. So, but I don't think I can fold right here. I'm going to call at least one time. Maybe I'll get a queen or a 5 to fill me up, and there's a good chance that 2 of them are, a couple of them are standing there with a low draw such as ace deuce or ace 3. So this guy's all in. We're 53 cents. I really don't know if I can fold. I just don't know because it's only half the pot. If this guy goes all in, it might make it a little difficult. But his hesitance here makes me think that he's on a draw for sure. Hopefully it's not spades. And also hopefully my queen 5 is good. So this is one of those hands that Omaha is made about. It's all about the draws. Okay, so I hit my spades. But I don't know if they're going to be good. This guy, we'll find out. I don't have a low, and he could have been on a low, and a low just hit as well. Man, it feels like I just have to pay that off. I feel like I have to pay that off. It's 60 cents into a $3 pot. I just have to pay it off. That's what I get. He exactly had what I thought he did. He also had an ace 3 for the low, so he had a pretty good hand. Overall, just good hand. Yep, good hand for him. Okay, and I will play this hand as well. I have a pretty good straight draw. I'm going to raise it up a little bit, make it 12 cents, because I have the button, and lots of straight possibilities. Took a decent sized loss in that hand. That last hand, $1.50 is what I lost. Okay, so I flopped open-ended straight draw. Or not an open-ended straight draw. I have 3 cards in the middle of those cards, so I have a wrap is what this is called. And I just made it. I have 9-10 for the nut straight. The nut low hand was also just made. Ace deuce, if he has an ace deuce, he has a nut low. I'm going to put them all in because I do have the best high hand possible. It's probably just going to be a split pot though. He's probably just going to call, take it right back. Yep, he has ace deuce. It's going to be a split pot. He has no club draw either, so we're going to split it up. Real quickly, guys, I just wanted to show you this hand that I folded. There was 7, 8, 9, 10 on the board, and I have a jack in my hand. But this is one of those hands I'm talking about. You don't have a straight. Because even though there's 7, 8, 9, 10 on the board, I still have to use 2 cards out of my hand. So I would play my king and my jack, and I would only be able to use the 8, 9, 10 jack. So I wouldn't be able to use the 7 that was out there. So that's why I wouldn't have a straight. And that's one of the biggest things about this game that people get confused about, is that you have to use 2 cards. You can't just choose 2 when you want and choose 1 when you want. You have to use 2 every time, so keep that in mind. I have a hand that can be folded, and you know what, I'm just going to fold it. Okay, this hand could easily be folded as well, but I'm going to limp in because I have a pair of queens and king queen suited. I won't make a low in this hand, and I hit a pair of kings, so I improved to kings, but the chance that someone outdraws me, great. I was really wanting to hit a queen. Typically, when you get a hand like queens full in this game, you get paid pretty big. You know, people like to put money in this game, and when you have solid hands, you get paid. So I'm still sitting on a pair of kings, no draws at all. So that's what I'm going to end up with. So I'm not gonna bet, and maybe my kings will be good. Maybe nobody will bet. Now I have two pair of kings. Kings and sixes. What I'll play out of my hand is I'll play a king queen, and it doesn't matter which queen. It's just king queen. I feel like I'm no good here. You know, I'm gonna fold and just say that I'm no good. Yeah, he had a full house. I mean, I folded for 4 cents because it's one of these games. I'm in early position. No reason to really play this one. Also, guys, I wanted to mention that you know, I'm playing this game, and I'm probably not explaining it to certain people the way that they would like. I would have made a straight there with my 5-7, but you know, I'm probably not explaining the game in details the way that you guys can understand because I'm just used to it. I apologize for that, but what I like, if you guys, you know, have a question about certain things, just feel free to leave me a comment because, you know, that's the only way I can find out what you guys need to know about this game. And I'm going to be posting these games, probably not as much as Texas Hold'em because I feel like Texas Hold'em is the most commonly played game, so it's probably what I'll be posting most of my videos about. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about what I'm doing here, or want to know a reason for, you know, just anything, just let me know, guys. All right, I'm in the big blind. I have a decent hand for the big blind. I'm not upset with it. I have ace-5 for the low, a pair of nines, and a flush possibility with 5-9 of hearts. You really have to wait to the flop before you can say anything about this hand, though. So see it. And we flopped a little flush draw. You know, that's one of those things that if you get your flush, you're not sure if you're good because there's so many people in the hand with you. So I'm not gonna do any betting here. I do have an ace-5 for the low draw, and again, that's not a very good low hand. So, but it is a low. At least we have one. Okay, so still sitting on just a pair of nines and a flush draw. I mean, pair of nines is the only hand we're going to really end up with. We're not going to make a straight in this hand. And we're not going to be happy about our low hand if we do make one. So, and considering so many people are staying in, we're going to fold it. And I'm going to continue on this hand. Well, let's see. No flush was made. I would have had ace-5 for the low. And a pair of nines. And I doubt that I have either of them beat. Two pair of jacks and fours, and there was no low hand because he didn't call, or he did, but okay. In the small blind, not a very strong hand, as I'm realizing that Omaha is kind of a difficult game to commentate over because it goes so quickly, and there are a lot of things to say, a lot of things to mention. One pair, just jacks, no draw really. We won't make a low hand. We only have a 7, so the best thing that could happen really is just some more pairs. There's one, but the low hand was just hit. There's no straight, and there will be no flush. There could be a straight, but I mean not right now. I'm gonna bet my 2 pair. At least try and get a little more in there. Now there's a flush draw. Two pair, jacks and sevens still is our hand. He bets 48 cents. And to me, that he just hit his straight. He had ace-5 or 5-6. Those are the hands that he has. And I can't beat it, so he wins the hand. Also, guys, I wanted to mention that, you know, I'm not rebuying. I'm leaving my stack at what it would be. You know, I could easily click on buy chips and add more chips to my stack and bring it back up to $4, but I want you guys to see, you know, my losses as well. When I lose money, I want you guys to see because I don't always win money. You know, I would say that if I had more money to play bigger stakes, I could make a living at playing poker. But poker is not, you know, it's not a game that you can really bank on. And if you go through a big loss, that, you know, it can hurt you. So being I don't know what's going on here. I might be getting disconnected from the internet. I'm going to pause the video, find out what this problem is, guys. Okay, so I apologize for that, guys. My internet just, some reason, just went off. But I am back now, and I'm going to take my seat. But yeah, what I was saying before all that problem happened there, I was saying that I could easily just, rebuy my stack, but I'm going to leave it exactly to where I would have without rebuying, because I want you guys to see my losses as well. So another thing, guys, as I'm folding a bunch of hands here, I just thought I'd mention that patience is also key in this game. But you just have to know which hands you're looking for, which hands you're looking to start with, and it just comes with experience. But patience is key in all poker. A lot of people will tell you that. When I used to work at the casino, there's old guys would come up to me. I'm going to tell you the number one thing in poker, and it starts with a P. And I already know it's patience, but I just wanted to mention that patience is. I can't believe I just did that little voice, but patience, guys. You got to have patience, and there's just no reason to play certain hands. You just got to wait for the next one. All right, I'm just gonna limp in with this hand. My first act, although it's not the greatest of hands, I do have a lot of straight possibilities. You can basically make a straight all the way from 6 to ace, or 5 to ace, or all kinds of possibilities. So. And I just hit one pair of 10s with a straight draw. So a 7 gives me a straight, but I'm not a big fan of the flop. I'd like to see some more pair cards, to be honest. I'd like to see another 10 come off. Gives me 2 pair, but it's not good. Nobody seems to be interested in this pot, but every card that comes off gives somebody a better chance of having a better hand. So, in a min bet of 4 cents, he probably has an 8, and he just wants a little more money in there. And I'm just going to lay it down. Okay, and we're back in the big blind. Ace 5-4, so we have 3 cards that could be used for a low hand. So it'll be nice to see like a deuce 3 come on the flop. And again, I'm going to have to cut this video down to the second segment because we're coming up on the 15-minute mark. And I've noticed that these Omaha hands are taking a lot longer, and that's typically because a lot of people, have bigger decisions on their hand. They're just thinking about it a lot more. 4 cards. Okay, so we have a flush draw, and there's no low hand, pair 5s, but so. Flush draw is not that good. Like this is another example. You have 3 spades in your hand and you have 2 on the board. But you have to use 2 out of your hand. So you can only use 2. I'm gonna gamble a little bit. Maybe I can get a second pair, which I just did. So now I have aces and 5s with a spade redraw. But flush draw may not be good. So. But there's no straight possible, so aces and 5s may actually be the best hand currently, but there is now a low draw. So 46 is the bet. He may very well have a set, and this very well may be a bad call. But it's the last part of this video, so we'll do something crazy. And the low hand just hit, so my hand just got that much worse. And he had aces and jacks, 2 better pairs, so close enough to a set. But alright guys, we're going to end the video there. And I will see you guys on the 3rd segment if you'd like to continue watching. I'm probably going to lose all my money before then, so we'll see you there though, guys.